millions. Going school, I drop down. They try to read when I drop with the top down. Get me on stage, I rock out. Every day money can't break, no timeouts. Change up quick, they sign up. Tryna hear my line now. Thinking I'm come find out 1v1, you dust like a wideout. Studio been my hideout. Can't shed tears, mama, ain't no cry now. On me, gonna blind out. Get in the team, gotta pass your tryouts. Yeah. Booming this like Metro. Groupies on me, that's fine, don't sweat those. Bend on, keeping my head strong. My dog ain't talk about Petco. Brand new ones, they retros. Live fast, die on set my headstone. Stop been grown. You ain't get money, been Frank in the friend zone. Got I ain't never switched up in the family. Be talking to net at me. Gotta watch my wrist, that's classy. I'm a dog to a she nasty. And about she me. My mama proud she had me. Can't let nobody surpass me. I move to the back like an athlete. Got a little buzz, but these zippers don't chance me. Just take a look at my rap sheet. Independent, man, these can't stand me. Won't stop till I got me a Grammy, a crib with a leg and a whip for my granny. I ain't never had me no plan B. Look at me now, got a problem, get at me.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Chicago Bears. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run with Jefferson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So, Charles, you look at this offense. What a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0. Then lost 5 or 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A first carry here for Kene Nwangu. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You look at this Bears defense. And they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL. But it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's #4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Back to Nwangu again on first down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Cousins now. They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. Touchdown, Vikings! Kene Nwangu, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A man who led the league in yards per carry last year, it's Khalil Herbert. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll go again with Herbert. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
And Lewis has it, the tight end. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll bring up 4th down. Inaudible here to get a new look. They snap it to Fields. And this is caught. He hits more. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they'll wind up getting 7 there on 4th and 3. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Bears at 2 and 3 here to begin the new season. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Herbert powering up the middle. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Now it's Fields. And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here we go, son.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Here's Fields. That is caught. He'll get it inside the 20 and all the way down to the 17-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
Here we go. EQ.
A handoff for Herbert. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Tackle there by Lewis Seen. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
No muss, no muss. Is it all right?
Off play action, Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. He appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Brings up 4th and 1.
EQ.
Now Fields. That's to his running back, complete. He's converged on quickly, and I don't think he got the first down. He did not. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
5-yard gain on the play. First down, Vikings.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Cousins. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Vikings first down.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he's got room. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Second and 10. the play fake. Cousins. They'll find Osborne here. Past the 20. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown. K.J. Osborne. 45 yards. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
14. Bears nothing.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go,
the Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Herbert once more. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Here's a give to Herbert. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This now a 3rd and 4. To throw is Fields. Looking deep here from Mooney. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Cousins on first down. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Throwing is Cousins. Finding Hawkinson here on the out route. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Bring the energy.
Now Cousins. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Looking to throw. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Hey, never mind, Monday. All right.
Here's Fields. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
A lot of incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
You got me tonight.
Fields. Looking deep here for Mooney. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this 3rd quarter from their 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack. Certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Looking deep here for Mooney. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. To the air again, Fields. That is caught by Herbert. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 64 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
What I continually hear from running backs and offensive linemen is how often they're actually getting together to watch film so they can get in sync with each other, understand blocking patterns better, how a running back likes to cut, what he wants to do. And boy, it all came together on that one.
That's one where they watch it and say, hey, we did everything we were supposed to do right there.
That looked like the play we drew up and designed, and then we got to see it unfold in real time.
We're glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Throwing, Cousins, rolling to his right. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
Flush to his right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 19. From the red zone now, Cousins. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Now Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in the red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield.
There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
Bears nothing.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And this will be caught by Mooney. So the completion good for just 3. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Well, following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Go ahead.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. On the toss, here's Nwangu. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, here's Cousins. To the sideline and incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw taken in by Hockenson here. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And the Vikings first down.
To throw, Cousins. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. And quickly, they get to the line. Cousins. And it's caught. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play.
On the give is Nwangu. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Kene Nwangu, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Bears nothing.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Herbert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now Fields. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Go.
Fields now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 41. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out and let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle. But they allow the conversion. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Pass complete to Addison. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. But they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
Now Cousins going to change it up.
At the 15-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the action...
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Joseph connects on the extra point. And that makes this 35-0 now. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that zero on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
He's going to let it fly. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just past the 35.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Bears are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing here, Cousins. That's down the field for Jefferson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Cousins. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down at the 25-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 40 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Bring up 48. Hey, get.
They'll throw again. Cousins. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter, and, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. Jones breaking from the contact. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early, but give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Cousins here to throw. This is caught by Addison. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory.
Why would I hold him? I'm harassing when my scope like Richard Branson since the basement